Hello students, I am Prem Dhawan and we will be discussing with you about the nomenclature of haloalkanes in this video. But before we start, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and press the bell button so that we can notify you whenever the next video comes. Today we will start with haloalkanes, and haloalkane means the organic compounds containing halogen atom. And these organic compounds containing halogens we use in everyday life. For example, we use Teflon in non-stick pans. We use polyvinyl chloride in everyday life. We use DDT. We use carbon tetrachloride as a solvent. And recently we are also using hydroxychloroquine as a drug for malaria. But before we discuss all these things, we will discuss in detail about haloalkanes. Now, haloalkanes are the compounds containing halogen atoms, and haloalkanes can be divided into two categories. The first one is monohalogen compounds. Monohalogen compounds contains one halogen atom. For example, we have CH3Cl and this is called chloromethane. Then second is we have a polyhalogen compounds. And polyhalogen compound contains two or more than two halogen atoms. For example, we have a chlorofluorocarbons, we have a carbon tetrachloride. This is called carbon tetrachloride. And this is called chlorofluorocarbon. Now, monohalogen compounds are also called alkyl halides. Monohalogen compounds can be classified into three categories: primary, secondary and tertiary. But before we discuss the classification of these alkyl halides, we will discuss about the meaning of alpha carbon atom. Now, alpha carbon is a carbon to which the functional group is attached. Now, in this our functional group is a halogen, and the carbon to which the halogen is attached is called alpha carbon atom. Now, this monohalogen compound can be called primary alkyl halide, the first one. And primary we use when the alpha carbon is attached to one other carbon. Alpha carbon is attached to one other carbon atom. For example, this CH3, CH2 and Cl. Now, this carbon is called alpha carbon and is attached to only one other carbon atom. This is called primary. And for primary alkyl halide, we also use a symbol 1 degree. So, this is also called 1 degree alkyl halide. Now second is called secondary alkyl halide. And secondary alkyl halide means the alpha carbon is bonded to two other carbon atoms. For example, this CH3, CH, Cl and CH3. Now see, in this case the alpha carbon is attached to two other carbons. So this is called secondary, but we can also use a symbol 2 degree for secondary alkyl halide. Now the third type is called tertiary alkyl halide. And tertiary means alpha carbon is attached to three other carbon atoms. For example, this. Now this is alpha carbon and is attached to three other carbons. So we use a symbol 3 degree for tertiary alkyl halides. Now we'll discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of these monohalogen compounds. Now in IUPAC system, these monohalogen compounds are named as haloalkanes. So halo comes as a prefix to the parent hydrocarbon. So we write halogen as a prefix. But to write IUPAC name of the monohalogen compounds, you have to follow certain rules. And the first is, you select longest continuous chain containing alpha carbon atom. So alpha carbon has to be included in the longest continuous chain. Second point is, you have to number the carbon atoms in such a way that alpha carbon should get the minimum number. So minimum number should be given to the alpha carbon atom. And in IUPAC nomenclature, halogen always comes as a prefix. If you have a chlorine, you write chloro. If you have a bromine, you write bromo. If you have a iodine, write iodo. So the sequence of steps while writing the IUPAC name is this. First you write position of the halogen. And then you write name of the halogen. And then you write name of alkane. So this way you have to write the IUPAC name to the given halogen compounds. Now we start with this first example, CH3, CH2 and CH2Cl. Now if you look at this example, there are three carbons in the longest continuous chain. And since alpha carbon is already at the number 1 position, at the end of the chain, we start numbering from this side, right to left. Now in this case, the position of the chlorine is number 1. So we write 1. Then we write name of the halogen. It's a chloro. And remember, number and alphabet should be separated by dash. So it's a 1 dash chloro. Now since we have 3 carbons in the longest continuous chain, we write propane. So its IUPAC name is 1-chloropropane. Now we take second example now, CH3, CH2, CHCl and CH3. Now in this case we have a longest chain of 4 carbon atoms, and you can show the selection of the chain, there is no harm. and the numbering starts from the CH3 from this side 1, and alpha carbon gets the number 2. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there is also no harm if we are showing the numbers. Now in this case the position of the chlorine is 2, so we write 2 dash chloro and then we write butane. So its IUPAC name is 2-chlorobutane. Now this is third example, CH3, CH3 and CH2Cl. Now in this case we have a chain of 3 carbon atoms present. This is selection of the chain, and numbering starts from right to left 1, 2 and 3. Now there are two groups outside the chain, one is methyl, one is chlorine, and both these groups comes as a prefix, and whenever you have more than one prefix you arrange them alphabetically. So we write in this case 1 dash chloro, then we write 2 methyl, and since we have 3 carbons in the longest continuous chain we write propane. So its IUPAC name is 1-chloro 2-methyl propane. Now we start with fourth example, CH3, CCl, CH3 and CH3. Now in this case we have a chain of 3 carbons, and we start numbering from any side because the alpha carbon is getting the number 2. Either you start numbering from left side or from the right side. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. So its name is 2-chloro, then we write 2-methyl, and then we write propane. So its name is 2-chloro 2-methyl and propane. Now this is our fifth example, CH3, CH3 and CH2Cl. Now in this case again we have a chain of 3 carbon and the numbering starts from right side. So 1, 2 and 3. So we write 1-chloro and then we write 2, 2. Now number and number should be separated by comma. So 2, 2 dimethyl, and finally we write propane. So its name is 1-chloro 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Now this is one more example. It's a CH3, CHCl and CHBr and CH3. Now in this case 2 different halogens are present, and whenever you have 2 or more different halogens present, then the halogen which comes first in the alphabetical order should get the preference. Should get the preference means should be given the minimum number. Now since bromine comes first in the alphabetical order then chlorine, so bromine carbon should get the minimum number. We start numbering from right to left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But you arrange the halogens alphabetically. So we write it's a 2-bromo, then we write 3-chloro and we write butane. So I think all these 6 examples are clear, but if you look at all these 6 examples, you have only sp3 carbon present. You have only carbon which is forming sigma bonds, and these compounds are called alkyl halides. Now next we'll discuss some more examples containing halogens. Now for example, if you have a double bond and halogen both present, like this example, double bond and halogen both present, then the double bond gets the preference over halogen. Now when we say double bond gets the preference over halogen, it means the double bond should get the minimum number. So in this case we start numbering from left to right and we'll give number 1 to the double bonded carbon. So 1, 2 and 3. Now in this case you have a chlorine which has a lower priority. So whether halogen has a lower priority or higher priority, halogen always comes as a prefix halo. So in this case we write it's a 3-chloro, and then since we have 3 carbon atoms present, we write prop, and position of the double bond is 1, so we write 1 and ENE. So it is the IUPAC name is 3-chloro prop 1 ene.